they just do this vibe coding and prompt engineering, and they call themselves as a AI engineer. Hey, I am a machine learning engineer and I don't know AI.
Who's completed his college and is looking for a job.
Yeah.
And is confused where to start. People are no more learning full stack. The coding has become AI now.
Are software developers. In their company, instead of taking 1,000 software developers, they are taking in 500.
Even including everyone started using all this AI model for all the searches. Now what will happen to the Google then?
If you see, Google has launched Gemini. So that is a competitor of.
I believe like couple of months before the co-founder of OpenAI, he tweeted that now the coding is going to be vibe coding now.
Vibe coding is nothing but advanced prompt engineering. Companies these days are investing more on AI tools.
So in this podcast, we have a guest who did his master's in IIT, and he is an AI expert and is a global AI consultant. He runs a startup, and also he deals with so many top startups in India to set up an AI services. And this podcast is going to be a little interesting for someone who is looking for like deep knowledge in AI and understand everything about AI. So let's dive in.
Thanks.
Hi Ram, how are you?
Yep, I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you,
So
Raj?
I'm doing good. So see, since we are into edtech, I deal with so many tech experts and market experts now. But very lately, I'm just curious about to understand more about AI actually.
Okay.
So we could see so many people talking about AI, news coming about AI. Like suddenly Elon Musk tweets about Grok,
True, true,
and
true. Yeah.
ChatGPT come up with some kind of update, and Gemini is coming some kind of update.
Yeah.
But even since I'm into edtech and all this industry, I'm stuck somewhere to what to follow, where to follow, what to understand, how to understand,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
This podcast mainly to enlighten or give a knowledge to the audience who have so many doubts,
True.
right?
Completely.
So I deal with students on daily basis, and they come up with so many queries
Correct.
to me. So this is going to be a very proper discussion for all the questions we have, right? So
Correct.
before we start with the podcast, just give us a quick brief about what do you do, what do you do, where you come from.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so basically, I completed my master's from IIT in the field of information and systems
Oh,
in 2023.
okay.
Then I was as an entrepreneur and residence in IITM Research Park
Okay.
for about 6 months,
Hmm.
and then I was as a senior ML engineer
Okay.
in Hewlett Packard HP R&D Bangalore
Okay.
for about 1.5 years, and then parallelly I had my own startup
Oh, great.
uh, where I was actually consulting. It is basically a consulting startup wherein we collaborate with around 15 to 20 global startups
Okay.
and I mean MSMEs globally with a team of around 6 people.
Okay.
So right now, one of my clients was really impressed and he gave me an offer. So right now I am heading the AI wing in a company called as Solver Minds
Okay.
with a team of around 15 people there, which is a shipping and logistics firm.
Okay.
So that's about me.
So since you have a startup, like what kind of services you provide? Like,
Yeah, so that is anything. So what we do is we sit with the founders. So these days, if you see, founders, a lot of people inquire about AI,
okay.
and they really need the AI service. And to be frank, even though a product doesn't need AI, some wants to force fit AI into it, even though the product doesn't need AI.
Okay.
So it's like we sit with the founders properly. We understand what technically how we can support the product in the field of AI, and we try to understand basically what the founders need, and we get back with our team, come up with a roadmap, and we inculcate or deliver the AI solution, whatever in any field of AI.
So could you please brief any field, like any AI
Yeah,
incorporation you
yeah,
have
yeah.
done very lately?
Correct. Yeah. So it is like there are our clients ranges from various domains.
Okay.
Okay, right from marine to manufacturing to marketing to IT solutions, SaaS, etc.
Okay.
So it's like there are, if I when I say various fields of AI, what I mean is there was this machine learning era back in 2015. Before that,
Okay.
and then in 2017, transformers is a new concept which I mean the paper Attention to Transformers,
Okay.
that was actually been published, and the introduction to transformers was a boom in the field of AI. So right from ML back in 2015 to DL from 2015 to 2022. I mean, even now, of course, DL has been widely used, but when the paper transformers came in the year 2018, there was a real boom, and that's where this concept of Gen AI started.
Okay.
So it is like transformers are the building blocks of Gen AI. So basically, in this era, specifically from 2023 to present, they are all talking about Gen AI, agentic frameworks, multimodal agentic frameworks, and all. So all these things comes under transformers.
Okay.
So I mean that is all these things comes under generative AI, wherein transformers are the building blocks of it.
Okay, like seems like we are using so many jargons about AI and tech. Let's break down this
Correct,
because
correct.
even I'm not very aware of all these
Sure.
transformers
Okay.
and stuff.
Hmm.
So we'll start with a very basic question. Like people
Hmm.
see, if a graduate, right,
Hmm.
who's completed his college and is looking for a job
Yeah.
and is confused where to start when it
Okay.
comes to AI and Gen AI.
Mm-hmm.
Like people are no more learning full stack and they're getting into because
Correct,
the
correct.
coding has become AI now.
Completely true. Yeah.
So, what is very basic thing someone has to understand about AI? How was the AI in the current market, and what is the impact of AI in the current situation? If a graduate does it has to learn the AI completely, or what kind of understanding they should be having?
Correct. So just to put what AI in very simple terms,
Okay.
it is like it is take just for the sake of example, take us right from a young age. We would be learnt. I mean, we will learn A for apple, B for bat, C for cat.
Right.
So consider our brain as a machine,
Okay.
and we will train our brain to learn all these concepts. So
Okay.
whenever
Yes.
we see a cat or a bat or a cow, how do we know that that is a cat? Because we are trained to, and
Yes.
we are learned to.
Yeah. Right.
It is as simple as that.
Yeah.
So take a machine, and
Okay.
we are trying to make the machine learn from
Okay.
our data. Simple.
Oh, great.
That's all.
Okay.
So this is as simple as that. In a very
Okay.
high level, this is AI. We are inculcating artificial intelligence.
Hmm.
Ours is a natural, I mean, intelligence. So we are trying to inculcate a artificial intelligence into the model.
Hmm.
Simple as that. So this is what a very high level concept of what AI mean. Talking about the latest generation, that is all of them are passing out of college, and even we must have also heard of a lot of companies laying off people, and
Yes.
they are
Yes.
rehiring the same amount of people which they have laid off as a AI empowered as an AI empowered engineer.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like one must. It's I mean it's like there was this industrial revolutions, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it's like now the trend is it is what industry 4.0 talks is about digitization.
Hmm.
It's as simple as that. So AI for the next 10 to 15 years, it is kind of set.
Okay.
So it's like one, irrespective of his or her field, should be empowered with AI.
Okay.
That's all. If you ask me whether, will it take up jobs? Yes. What kind of jobs is like, various kinds wherein AI is not empowered in.
Hmm.
Even just for the sake of example, are software developers.
Hmm.
And in their company, instead of taking 1,000 software developers, they are taking in 500.
Okay.
And in turn, they are empowering those 500 people with all the copilots. That is
Okay.
GPT copilot. I mean GitHub copilots or Cursor or any AI powered model which helps them to fast track their coding process. So
Right.
instead of taking in 1,000 people, they are just taking in 500. So that there comes a the reduction of 50%, and that's layoff basically.
So basically, what I understand is that we are training a human or a machine to be a human with the data what we have, and
Correct.
eventually, what happens is that we will replace the like human with the machine itself to get the work done very faster,
Correct.
right?
Correct. Yes.
And also, like everyone has to get trained on AI so that they can be in the market. When it comes to
Yeah.
job market,
Yeah.
right?
Job
So
market.
job will remain same provided they should have a AI knowledge,
Exactly.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. This so see, there are few fancy tech AI jargons where I could see in internet. Let's break down one after one now.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll start with something called prompt engineering.
Okay.
So like I could see some like job openings. They have very fancy salaries in USA.
Yeah.
Like it clocks a crore for Indian currency.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
true? Like, do they hire people who knows prompt engineering? Basically, what is the prompt engineering?
Yeah. I mean, I am not very sure about only based on prompt engineering they'll pay
But I could
crores.
see
I
few
mean, I'm not sure.
advertisements on YouTube. People say you learn
True
prompt
that. True
engineering,
that.
you can crack 1 crore
Correct. Correct. I
salary.
mean, I'm not very sure about that, but it's like what prompt engineering is you have the concept of large language models, right?
Yeah,
That is
ChatGPT, OpenAI,
ChatGPT,
Gemini.
yeah,
Yes.
all the models. So it is like the large language models would have a very good understanding of the English fluency.
Okay.
So whatever task we assign to them,
Okay.
they would be trained on a really bigger data set. That
Okay.
is huge amount of
Data.
texts,
Okay.
words and sentences from pages and pages of Google's Wikipedia or
Right. Right.
something like that. So prompt engineering is a concept where we kind of say the large language model that hey, this is my task. You do this task in a really good way, and these are the rules, and this is how my output wants. So prompt engineering is just you're giving a proper input in a proper format so
Okay.
that the large language model is capable of understanding
Okay.
clearly what task you are trying to convey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, we are communicating with AI to get a right exact output we want, right?
Yeah.
So is there anything specifically to be learned in prompt engineering? Any like style or pattern in prompting? I could see some word called negative prompting. So which is like we don't want such a results. So we give a negative prompt. Then so LLM would not do that. So is
Correct,
there any
correct.
pattern like that to understand
Yeah,
prompt engineering?
there are various types of prompt engineering.
Okay.
Say few shot prompting, single shot prompting, zero shot prompting,
Okay.
and there are a lot of guardrails
Okay.
wherein, as you said rightly, wherein you mention which what kind of output you need exactly.
Okay.
So there is a set of guardrails, and you could explicitly mention that.
Okay.
So yeah.
So basically, say if I write something on ChatGPT, maybe I'm asking for a email to be drafted, right? Even that we call as a prompt or prompt
Correct.
engineering.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
So someone who could talk with AI and get the result, we call that's a prompt.
Yes.
That's a prompt, and someone who does we call as a prompt engineer.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So have a very clear clarity on prompt engineering. So we'll break down AI with the data science and machine learning. What is the connection between data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence? Basically, LLM. So I think the all three are connected as a triangle, if
Yes,
I'm not
yes.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. I specifically wanted to answer this one question because a lot of people whom I met actually,
Okay.
they lack this clarity.
Okay.
So they say, hey, I am a machine learning engineer and I don't know AI.
Okay.
It's like, what does that mean? It is like artificial intelligence is a bigger umbrella.
Okay.
So under artificial intelligence, we have machine learning. That is, machine learning deals with textual datasets.
What can you repeat again?
Yeah. Artificial intelligence is a bigger umbrella.
Okay.
Okay. And under artificial intelligence, we have machine learning,
Okay.
which predominantly deals with textual datasets,
Okay.
like a structured tabular format.
Okay.
Under machine learning, say, what if the data is not textual, it is photos?
Okay.
In such cases, we go to deep learning.
Okay.
Deep learning is again a subset of machine learning,
Okay. Which is an advanced level, I would say.
advanced level,
Okay.
which deals with photos
Okay.
and pictures.
Okay.
So in DL we have, I mean, ANN, CNN, and RNN.
Okay.
So under RNN, as I told, in 2018 there was a paper called Transformers which was released, and that Transformers was building blocks of generative AI.
Okay.
So the Transformers is the paper Transformers originated from the drawbacks of this RNN, which is
Okay.
under deep learning.
Okay.
So this right from the drawbacks of RNN, we have this concept of Transformers.
Okay.
So this Transformers is a building block for all the large language models.
Okay.
So if you see the tree, AI, ML, DL, DL has been classified into 3 parts:
Okay.
ANN, RNN, CNN.
Okay.
From the drawbacks of RNN, we have Transformers.
Okay.
And from Transformers, we have this huge concept of generative AI.
Okay.
So in the under generative AI right now, we are moving into the agentic frameworks,
Which is next level.
yeah, which is next level. So when I say AI, that means AI is a superset.
Okay.
So if someone says I know AI, that's an ocean. So ML, DL, Gen AI, agentic flow, everything flows below it.
Right. Okay. So basically, deep learning is something where the AI can analyze an image and understand it. Right.
Yes, true.
Okay.
True. It is, to explain some more in depth.
Okay.
So the one where we upload a picture in ChatGPT and ask to convert it into a Ghibli post. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
That
Yes.
that is not, that's not deep learning as such.
Okay.
Because deep learning means where you have a set of photos
Okay.
and you train the model to object on the detection or image classification or something like that. So you have a set of photos and you make the model to learn to classify or detect objects,
Okay.
basically.
Right.
But whenever we upload a photo into ChatGPT,
Okay.
so apart from the large language models are being classified into various things.
Okay.
So there is something called as vision transformers,
Okay.
vision large language models.
Okay.
So they are not as such the state of art deep learning models, but all the vision transformers have the capability to understand your photos and interpret them. So
Right.
vision to text, okay, Gemma models, etc., etc. So that's the case.
Okay. So how do we classify Google and ChatGPT? For example, I search something in Google and Google throw me some results
Yep.
in the search results now.
Yep.
And what's the basic difference between a Google and ChatGPT? How does ChatGPT work basically?
Yeah. So
Sorry, not any LLM works.
yeah. So the primary difference is Google is a search engine.
Right. Yeah.
ChatGPT is our support assistant, which has a great fluency in English.
Okay.
And whatever text we give, it assists us
Okay.
to either summarize or to give good on the results.
Okay.
So Google is a search engine. ChatGPT is an assistant which is being trained on the Google's history.
Okay.
So whatever question we ask, since the large language model is trained on the Google's history, it has a lot of knowledge, lot of inbuilt knowledge, such that it answers in a more personalized way.
Okay.
See, if you go and ask what is dog in Google,
Okay.
you get a set of links. That's all.
Right. Yeah.
Because it is just a search engine.
Okay.
But if you ask the same
Mm.
in ChatGPT,
Mm.
it would have all the links, knowledge which is being trained,
Mm.
and it would give you a really, really personalized and customized answer in a really good way.
Okay.
As simple as that.
Okay.
But today, till 2023, I'm not very sure about the date.
Okay.
Till 2023, if you see, ChatGPT was trained from Google's history till 2021.
Okay.
So if you ask what is the current hot news today in ChatGPT, it will not be able to answer.
Okay.
But now they have incorporated a concept called RAG,
RAG.
Retrieval
Okay.
Augment Generation,
Okay.
wherein even if you ask the latest news,
Mm.
that is what is the political party which won, or something like that, which is currently trending.
Okay.
Okay, ChatGPT has all the capabilities to pull the latest info
Okay.
using RAG by
Okay.
searching in Google,
Okay.
and then presenting you that answer in your customized way.
Okay. So
This is the
basically,
thing.
my understanding is that both Google and GPT will be taking the data from the same database. Initially, till 2021.
Till 2021, ChatGPT is being trained on
Okay.
Google's dataset.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So in Google has its own DB.
Mm.
ChatGPT has its own DB because, of course,
Both are
these are
different.
two
Different ventures.
different companies.
Okay.
But this is the case. But since Google's data is openly available, it is very easy for us to get it or scrap it up. Yeah.
Right. So lately, like even including everyone, we have started using all this AI model for all the searches. Now, what will happen to the Google then? Do people still
Yeah,
do
of
they search
course.
in search engine, or how does it
Yeah.
work?
So if you see, Google has launched Gemini.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So that is a competitor of ChatGPT, and also you must have heard of Perplexity.
Yeah.
Perplexity is typically a search engine.
Mm. Right. Oh. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that is a combination of Google and ChatGPT.
Okay.
So this is the difference between three of it.
Okay. So we'll talk about different LLM what we have in the market.
Okay.
So one we could see Elon Musk is talking about Grok, and we started using Grok now. And there is DeepSeek.
Yeah, DeepSeek.
And there is Perplexity, and there is Gemini, and what else we have? We have
Yeah. So
Claude. We have
correct.
Claude now. So my question is, like, we often use ChatGPT, right? Like
Yeah.
that's very easy because we've been using for the last 2 years now.
Yeah.
But what is the purpose of different all this LLM, and
Got it.
how to use and where to use now?
Yeah.
One of my other friend who was a vibe coder who told me that Claude is good for generating codes.
Exactly.
But again, for analytical thinking, you can go for Perplexity. For general thing, you can go for GPT. But how do we differ? There are so many applications now. How do we see the difference between each, and how do we find the right LLM for our requirement?
Correct. So all these LLMs are being classified into two things. One
Okay.
is whether is it open sourced
Okay.
or is it closed source, means for payment.
Okay.
So a lot of companies asks and requires to use open sourced models
Okay.
because it is downloadable on their server. And
Like, can you repeat again?
yeah, there are two things here. It is either
A free one or a paid one?
free one or a paid one.
Paid service, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of companies, what they ask is they don't opt in for the paid service like that of OpenAI,
Right. Yeah.
Cursor,
Okay.
Claude, and all.
Yeah.
These are paid one. But some of the models like GPT, GPT OSS,
Okay.
or GPT 2.0 or Llama.
So these are the version they released by OpenAI, right?
GPT OSS and GPT-2 belongs to OpenAI.
Okay.
So there is this Olama framework. Under Olama framework, there are a lot of open sourced models like OpenHarmos, Llama 3.
Okay.
3.3.
All these are free.
Yeah. All these are open sourced.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, like how Android is giving a version of upgraded one, and like similarly,
Correct.
OpenAI is releasing the next version, but
next
out
version.
of those, few are free and few are paid.
OpenAI's classification, under OpenAI, they have certain models.
Okay.
under Olama is a different company.
Okay.
Okay, that is not associated with OpenAI.
Okay.
They also provide lot of open sourced models.
Okay.
The Llama, Mixtral, OpenHermes, these are models under Olama.
Okay.
So if you see all the GPT models belongs to OpenAI.
Okay.
So it is like GPT-2 and GPT OSs are open sourced, but GPT-4o, GPT-5, GPT-4o mini, these are not open sourced.
Okay.
These are paid versions.
Okay.
So based upon a lot of startups request for open sourced models
Okay.
rather than to go with a paid version because
Okay.
of various security and geographical reasons,
Okay.
wherein the open sourced models could be downloaded in their machine,
Okay.
and then things could be automated from their local
Okay.
environment.
Okay.
So this is one, but we also have to consider about the quality.
Okay.
That is, for, as you correctly said, for each task,
There's a different LLM.
different kind of, LLM performs really well because the data set which the LLMs are trained on, they are different.
Oh, right. Okay.
So for coding, Claude is of course best. It might be trained on all the GitHub repositories.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. For a personal assistant, ChatGPT would be really, GPT models would be really well. Specifically, GPT-5 or, GPT-4o would perform really well because they are trained on Google's history.
Right. Okay.
So in similar, and if you take the, example of Llama.
Okay.
Llama models, it is being trained from a large book corpus.
Okay.
Okay. So things like that.
Okay.
So for each particular task, each model is trained on that particular data set.
Okay.
So that for that particular data set, you will be, for that particular task which is inclined towards that data set, it would perform really well.
How can someone understand what to use and for which purposes? It's quite confusing, right? So do you have any solution for that?
Yeah, as I had actually mentioned, it's like for every large language models would be trained in certain types of data set.
So,
So
but how do we find which is for which services?
we can actually Google it.
Okay.
We
So
can,
for that we can Google it now.
we can.
Okay.
We can if we just Google like what are the type of models and which is best, you will actually have an answer. And based upon your task, based upon your personalized task, you can choose opt in for whichever large language model.
So basically, we will be training machine with so many data, which we call as a machine learning.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So what is data science now? Like data science directly related to AI and machine learning, or there's a different?
Yeah. So data science deals from exploring and creating a data set for a particular use case.
Okay.
Pre-processing the data set.
Okay.
And then finding the right model.
Okay.
Right task. Training the whole data set into the model so that the model is well learned.
Okay.
And then evaluating the model
Okay.
in a really good way that if a external data comes in, how well it predicts.
Okay.
Okay, based upon the lot of backend algorithm which it goes through.
Okay.
And then deploying it.
Okay.
This is data science.
Oh, right.
So it's like a data scientist would do this.
Okay.
Basically.
So basically, data scientists will deal with the data for the requirement of training a particular mission.
Yeah, correct. End-to-end flow.
Particular model.
Yeah, right. Yeah. End-to-end flow, right from getting the data set to deploying the model and hosting it.
Right.
He'll take care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll talk about vibe coding now.
Okay.
Like I believe like couple of months before, co-founder of OpenAI, he tweeted that now the coding is going to be vibe coding now. So people wouldn't even think about writing a code now. Is that going to be the current trend? Like how about people who learn programming language from school days?
True that. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So it is like vibe coding is nothing but advanced prompt engineering.
Okay.
That is, there are, as I said, there are companies these days are investing more on the AI tools like Cursor, GitHub Copilot,
Okay.
etc., etc. Wherein, wherein whenever I'm not sure whether you have used Cursor or not.
Okay.
Okay, in Cursor, if you prompt, end-to-end application could be created in just one single prompt. That's all.
But when we are talking about developing an application, there's a full stack, right? There's a front end, back end, and the deployment,
Correct.
and there are
Correct.
so many perspectives or like so many stages in a application development.
Yeah.
How could we can replace everything with vibe coding now?
Yeah. So vibe coding is a concept wherein we build modules.
Okay.
We build front end module, back end module, and then integration module via APIs.
Okay.
Okay. So this will just be done with pure prompting of exact logic of the application which you
So
want to
you
build.
mean I don't want to learn any programming language? Basic English and the prompt engineering concept would help me to build a website or app myself.
Not necessarily, because it's like you I don't personally recommend that to students.
Okay.
Of course we have to go through that path, which is really really important for us.
Okay.
But these days, if you correctly know how Python works,
Okay.
and how logical thinking works, and what you exactly want to build, by just prompting the Cursor, its agentic framework would write down all the codes for you.
Okay.
And including the integration of front end, back end, and even the deployment.
Even
on the-
deployment will
yes.
be taken care by the AI.
Yes. There is this. I was discovering abacus.ai recently.
Okay.
When we were in a meet, it just builds application, and it completed the deployment in 30 minutes.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Both like front and back end deployment, everything. Even
Everything.
testing, everything will taken care by.
Testing, I'm not very sure about the testing part. Testing, I think we can of course create the corner test cases, and we using AI, and we could test it. But if we as a human also do that, we will have even more better confidence on the product which we are actually building.
But again, see, when we develop the front end with vibe coding, like the designs and UI UX going to be same for all the applications, right? Like because it could again come up with the same design pattern.
No,
Not exactly.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
We have to prompt in such a way.
Oh, right.
Such a way that what exact theme or background which you have in mind,
Okay.
you could prompt all those things in a right manner.
Oh, right. So all the interfaces, color, branding, theme, whatever I want, I can just
Yes,
incorporate
yes.
in the prompt, and I can develop the
Yeah,
entire
you
application.
could.
So for this, do we have to learn Python programming language?
Python, I think, is a must.
Okay,
Python.
in which level? Like as I say, I come from management background, right?
Okay.
So I have no technical knowledge now.
Okay.
But I want to develop a micro SaaS.
Okay.
Maybe it's a small application for a like monthly recurring revenue model, right?
Okay.
So do you have to learn Python to develop an application vibe coding?
Yeah, Python is the easiest language of all.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So it's just words of English.
Okay.
So it's really really easy for us to learn Python.
Okay.
In hardly 10 to 15 days you can have a really good grip
So
of it.
anybody from any background
Any
without
background.
any prior knowledge, they can learn Python.
Of course, yes.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So what about JSON file? Often we see something called JSON file. What is JSON file?
JSON file is a form of structured data. That's
Okay.
all.
Oh,
Which is used for various tasks
Okay.
in the application. That's all.
Okay. So how about like data? How do we connect database? Like there is something called Firebase and
That is, it is like if we want to host the application anywhere, so that it is reachable globally. Say that one is you can locally host for your own,
in the local system.
in the local system for your own testing purpose.
Yeah,
Or you can host it on the cloud, so
Okay.
that you can distribute the URL globally.
Okay.
So Firebase is one such cloud platform wherein
Okay.
you can host it,
Okay.
and test it out by multiple clients. I mean, multiple stakeholders.
So then what is a GitHub? What is the use of a GitHub? What exactly GitHub does?
Yeah, so GitHub does a lot of many things. Okay. GitHub is primarily a code storage platform.
Like a depository.
Repository.
Okay.
So wherein you build a application and you can choose in the GitHub whether you have to, make it public or you can keep it private.
Okay.
So you can choose either of that.
Okay.
And it is also a very good collaboration tool between teams.
Can you explain that?
Say that I have a team of 15 people.
Okay.
And we are all working towards one goal.
Okay.
And we are all in the same project.
Okay.
So there will be multiple versions. Some would be working on the front end. Some would be working on the back end.
Okay.
Some would be, integrating that. And some would be developing and improving the back end. So it is like all the team members could collaborate in one unique platform,
Okay.
which is the GitHub, wherein the latest code could be merged or pulled to change.
So, for example, if 3 people are developing different module of an application,
Yeah.
and 3 can be incorporated to GitHub.
3 could be incorporated in separate branches.
Okay.
All those branches could be merged as a one single file. One single main file, so
Okay.
that all the 3 changes are reflected in the main file. So if the fourth person, if anyone new comes in, and if he wants to make some other change, he could pull the latest main branch, wherein all the 3 changes are actually, all the 3 changes are actually reflected.
Okay.
He could pull that main branch and he could develop the fourth version.
Right.
And then he could again, push it back to the main branch after
Without disturbing the
proper
other.
testing. Exactly.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So, if I want to develop an application by myself, do I have to have knowledge on IDE also?
On?
IDE.
Yeah. So IDE is basically the environment where you are going to code.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So Google Colab
Okay.
is one such IDE for Python.
Okay.
VS Code is one such IDE for, again, the developing,
Right.
the programming. So it is just a developing interface wherein the Python script can run. So there are lots of IDEs, PyCharm, VS Code, Google Colab, Replit and all. So IDE even doesn't matter a lot, and it's like Google Colab offers, different GPU specs.
Okay.
Whenever you are actually running AI specific task, you do need GPUs,
Okay.
graphic programming units.
Right.
So which fastens and smoothens the AI process.
Okay.
So in such a way, if you have local GPU installed, you can use VS Code or PyCharm. Or if you don't have any GPU and if you need one, you can opt in for a paid Google Colab,
Okay.
subscription.
Okay.
Things like that.
So basically, if I'm a solopreneur, I have a business idea with me, and I want to develop an application now. Now with this vibe coding concept, I would be able to develop one by myself with a very minimal level of learning, like coding knowledge.
Yes.
And also I would be able to
yes.
deploy, and I can push it to the market.
Yes. See,
Which is highly possible now in the current situation.
very highly possible, and a lot of CEOs and CTOs who are in their late 60s, they are itself into this process which you exactly mentioned right now.
Right. Okay.
So when those people who are in 60s learn, I mean, why can't the people in 30s learn?
Okay.
That's
So,
very easy.
right. See, now we have a few questions which is being asked by my students from my academy now, which is very general question. They basically have so many doubt about starting their career with AI now.
Okay.
And also they fear a lot. That I could see commonly among everyone, because they find it AI is very difficult to learn something like that. Probably they know how to use ChatGPT, but they're concerned about how do we incorporate with this job, and what if somebody they have really concerns about the job now. So what is your guide to them or advice to them, if irrespective of any stream, how do they start? and what are the things they should be basically learning. Even now, even if I do not know any legal thing, I can go ChatGPT now, and I don't want to even consult an advocate.
Yeah.
When I have a doctor prescription, I take a picture and upload it will give me all the updates now,
Correct.
right? Now when it comes to the career in AI, my question is that straight question is that like everyone has to learn AI? Should have to have knowledge? It's very much mandatory, or people can skip AI and I guess still can survey in the market? How's going to be the future now?
Yeah, so this highly depends upon in which sector they are in.
Okay.
So if you take IT industry, right from all the people, I highly recommend them to, at least learn the basics of AI.
Okay.
Secondly, but all those who are in the core sector, like civil engineering,
Okay.
I mean architects,
Even engineer has to learn AI.
I mean, for civil engineers, architects, or factory mechanical engineers,
Okay.
for all these people, it is not where they don't deal with softwares.
Okay.
And also in the field of semiconductors, wherein they are a hardcore,
Right.
I mean, PCB in the designer, or chip in the manufacturer.
Yeah.
They don't have to get into the software part of it.
Okay.
But they need, I mean, all the semiconductor people should know the hardware part of it.
Okay.
But not software part is not that mandatory.
Okay.
But the civil engineers, the mechanical hardcore, engineers, and the power system engineers in electrical background, they don't have to, be this strong in AI.
Oh, okay. But someone who has a dream to get into IT job, for them it's mandatory to.
Yeah, for them it is, because IT is getting revolutionized. These days IT is turning, a lot of people are lot of markets are opening in the field of AI.
Okay.
And what I feel is, like, a lot of people, even though they just do this vibe coding and prompt engineering, and they call themselves as a AI engineer.
Okay.
But that is not the fact.
Okay.
If one has to learn AI, they must first understand the clear-cut logic and mathematics behind each algorithm.
Okay.
Say, if we take, machine learning, there are two kinds: supervised and unsupervised. So there are lots of algorithms, like random forest, decision tree, supervised vector machines, the clustering, like this. And if you take deep learning, CNNs, convolutional neural networks. So how does a photo pass through each? How does the photo convolve? Convolve into each layer.
Okay.
And how does one epoch mean? What is a epoch? What is a loss function? How a feed forward neural network works. So all these things, the mathematics behind each algorithm, and how a model is being trained mathematically, they should know.
Right.
Because in the current scenario, it is all these things which we spoke is just one single line of code. And that also right now GPT would write that even one single line of code.
Okay.
But what is happening behind that one piece, that one line of code, is the main crux.
Okay.
So when a lot of people, when they go for interviews, lot of very good companies test only that.
Right.
They test how well you know the math and logic behind each algorithm, and what happens, and how do you handle, and how do you train, if the data set is high or if the data set is low, which model you choose, how well you train, are you overfitting the model, or are you underfitting the model. So all these aspects comes with experience and exposure.
Right.
So just by prompting,
It wouldn't work.
It won't work.
So prompting is not prompting is not someone an AI engineer does.
Prompting is
A part
one of a very small
Portion of the
portion of
right.
a AI engineer.
Okay.
So
If I'm consider if I'm a graduate who does not have any knowledge on AI or data science or machine learning now, but if I would like to begin my career with that, so what kind of upskillment or the course I'll have to learn? How long will it take to understand the fundamentals of AI?
Yeah, so there are various courses which are launched by various
Yeah, right. Okay.
edtech on the platforms. So it is like first they have to have the knowledge of Python.
Okay.
That's the first one.
Right.
Second is they should know how to logically think.
Okay. That's a common skill any programmer should have.
Yeah, any programmer should have.
Right.
Two. Third is introduction to the basic ML,
Okay.
and then introduction to basic DL. Once
Okay.
he masters
Okay.
ML, both theoretically, mathematically, and practically,
Okay.
then he can move on to deep learning,
Okay.
and then mastering the three things. Logically, mathematically, and practically.
Okay.
He can move on to generative AI.
Okay.
So once in generative AI is the current era.
Hmm.
So where a lot of agentic frameworks come in and things like that. So he can master that. So these are the because why I am saying is lot of companies may not use all the three together. For example, we lot of 90% of the companies now use only generative AI
Okay.
because that is the latest tech stack.
Okay.
But there, if you have the knowledge of machine learning and deep learning, then you can perform this generative AI tasks in a really better way.
Okay.
So that knowledge is essential
Okay.
to, fundamentally, he or she will be really, really strong.
Okay.
So that is always needed. Yep.
So to have a good knowledge in generative AI, they should have a basic knowledge on machine learning. On
Not
deep learning.
Yeah. Basic. I can't as such say that.
But everything is interconnected now.
Everything
They
is
should
being
have a knowledge
interconnected,
hands-on
yes.
on everything.
Hands-on in everything to
So that
become
they
an AI,
expert,
engineer.
like Gen AI expert.
Yeah, Gen AI, correct.
Okay. So now, how is the future of someone who learns Gen AI now? For example, I could see some fancy salary numbers across the globe. Is it really happening there? How's the demand in the Western countries and how's the demand in India? If someone learns Gen AI, what kind of growth they can expect in the industry?
Yeah, so of course that's true. Generative AI is booming these days,
Okay.
and there are a lot of job opportunities which are being created,
Okay.
especially for not specifically for generative AI, but in a common AI engineer. That is a more specific term which is put forth.
Okay.
So the jobs are opening really well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what will be the like a fresher salary in the market who someone is a Gen AI expert?
That depends upon a lot of factors.
So when you compare to other jobs in the market, like if I'm a fresher in full stack developer, or I am a UI UX developer, or I am a digital marketer, in an entry level they can expect somewhere between 2.5 to 3.5 lakh CTC, right? Which is normal in any industry now. When it comes to Gen AI, do we expect the same, or market is having really demand? Maybe since we're in the pioneer stage of Gen AI. Someone who does Gen AI, are we in the pioneer stage of Gen AI, to be frank, or it's been market is already
It's
come
already, yeah. See, let me tell you this: the AI field will keep on evolving.
okay.
Like, ML came, DL came, right now generative AI. The field will keep on evolving,
Okay.
and we have to be updated with the latest tech stack. That's mandatory thing.
Right.
And of course, the salary pay highly depends upon a lot of other factors.
Okay, like could you
One
please
is the
brief?
college matters a lot.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You can see the placements recorded in all the top tier 1 colleges
Right,
are
okay,
far
okay.
more higher. And the skill of a person,
Which can be upskilled anytime with
upskill,
their own
of course, yes,
with their own
with their
interest.
own interest, of
Yeah.
course, yes. And how well they project themselves and market themselves matters a lot.
Okay.
Okay, so there are a lot of other things as well. The project which they have contributed in their in their own graduation phase, and how well they could solve a new problem. All these things matters a lot.
Right. So you being a consultant and what kind of wave you could see in the Western countries for someone who having a Gen AI knowledge or someone, how's the demand in the Western countries for
Yeah,
AI?
I mean, as I said, the demand is really high.
Okay.
Even though a product doesn't need AI,
They
they are force
right.
fitting AI into it, and just to I mean, for the sake of marketing themselves as a AI empowered product, or for the sake of pulling in a lot of, I mean, investment money.
Right.
This is what is happening across the globe, and because of this, the demand is really high.
Okay. So now we'll have my next question would be on automations now.
Okay.
Right. I could see something called Make, Zapier, NA10.
Correct.
And I could see some flows and things are
Yeah.
happening automatically. Even in my startup, we automated LinkedIn page.
Correct.
So this AI, what does this agent will find all the free courses across the market.
Yeah.
It will convert into a post and we
Yeah.
pull it to the buffer and automatically 10 posts will be happening in LinkedIn now.
LinkedIn, yeah.
We got a API key from LinkedIn now.
Yeah.
So I need to know how does automation work and what is the future of automation and how do we learn automation and is this automation related to Gen AI as well?
Yes. So as I was mentioning the agentic AI concept.
Okay.
So agentic AI is if you have lots of subtasks to manage,
Okay.
you don't have to manually create another task for all the subtasks.
Okay.
Instead, each subtask could be handled by a separate agent.
Okay.
There are lots of multi-agentic frameworks like that of Crew AI,
Okay.
like that of NA10, like that of AutoGen, like that of LangGraph. There are lots of multi-agentic frameworks which you
Okay.
can pull and use.
Okay.
So, agents inculcated with MCP tools.
Okay. So
Okay.
what do you mean MCP tools?
Yeah. So model context protocol. So it is like we can link WhatsApp, we can link emails, we can link LinkedIn.
Okay.
So using various agents, we can do this smartly,
Okay.
so that there is no need of human in the loop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which has high demand in the market as well, I believe.
Yes.
So okay, then how do we develop chatbots through AI?
Yeah.
Like
So
I could see we developed a chatbot for one of our clients from my tech team. We took all the FAQs from the client. We trained the agent with FAQ, and whatever question he asked, it can answer. All the basic questions it could do that. Very in a base, very
Yeah.
in like
Yeah, that's
base
too
level.
simple. Yes.
Yeah. So what about chatbots now? What is the demand for that?
Yeah. So a lot of companies are opting in for multimodal chatbots.
Okay.
That is, whatever files you load, either a text file or a PDF file or a doc file
Okay.
or a photo
Okay.
or even a video. So multimodal comes from text, photos, videos, etc.
Any format it can be.
Any format
Yeah.
it could be. So if we have to judge whether the data set is minimal or not. Minimal in the sense few GBs. If it is going beyond TBs and TBs of data, then you can think of fine tuning it.
Okay.
So there is a difference between fine tuning and RAG.
Okay.
RAG is retrieval augment generation, wherein we, based up a user comes in the UI, user asks a question,
Yeah.
and in RAG what happens? All the PDF, all the documents are chunked.
Okay.
They are vectorized
Okay.
and stored in a vector DB.
Okay.
So whenever a user comes and asks a question, based upon the question, every chunk will be compared to the question,
Okay.
and there would be a similarity score,
Okay.
which is, to dive in more technical, they call it as cosine similarity.
Okay.
So this similarity score is actually calculated,
Okay.
and once the chunks are ranked, based upon the similarity score, the top k chunks are pulled in and they are put in the prompt, wherein in the prompt other guardrails are also there, and the prompt is given to a large language model, and the large language model would give the output as the answer. This is RAG.
Okay.
Wherein you smartly retrieve more relevant chunks,
Okay.
wherein you smartly retrieve more relevant chunks from the document which you have stored based upon the question which the user asks.
Okay.
That is RAG.
Okay.
This holds true for really good amount of data.
Okay. Meaning like a big size.
A big size. I mean, again, the size is very subjective term. That is again a hyperparameter.
Okay.
It's like, say, thousands of PDFs.
Okay.
But if the data is huge,
Okay.
say a lot of books, Google book, I mean, lot of Wikipedia pages,
Right.
then we can think of fine tuning it.
Okay.
What I mean by fine tuning is you take a large language model, say that of GPT-2 or say the GPT, I mean OSS, which is open source. You basically these large language models have really great knowledge of English flow.
Okay.
Okay, so what you will do, it has lots of layers in it. You just take the last few layers, you tweak the last few layers according to your data,
Okay.
and whenever you ask any question, you can make the large language model to answer for your question based upon the data which you have trained.
Okay.
So there are lots of fine tuning techniques like LoRa, QLoRa, and all. So lot of the techniques are there to train.
So now if I could say Amazon, they have Rufus, which is again a trained chatbot.
Okay.
And Zepto has a trained chatbot. Based on the FAQs, it can answer, I guess.
Yeah.
Similar. If that's going to be in this level, then in future probably there won't be any customer care support humanly required.
Yes.
Everything is
Absolutely.
answered by even logically, emotionally, a machine can understand a human's input and answer.
Even emotional concept we can inculcate in a chatbot.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah, that's also highly. And
If,
I
if
mean,
a customer is frustrated about this refund money, which is not being sent to him, if he angrily questions the chat, but it could reply in the same
in a very soothing tone to calm you down.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's going to be a good thing. Okay, right. So vibe coding, is it really a stable one which is going to be future, or just a fancy thing people will do for some time, again they get back to the old traditional way of building an application?
No. That's I mean absolute no, because whenever a programmer starts to code, if he wants to write a function, the copilot which is there to support him would do that for him in a really faster way. Simple. So he just has to check the flow and understand whether it is in a correct logic or not. Simple. So vibe coding wouldn't be obsolete at all.
So how was going to be the impact of AI in all the industry when it comes to medical sector or any sensitive industries? Because I could see people say AI is a bubble which will not sustain for a longer period. Probably to an extent we will use, but not all this fancy element what we used is not going to be there. It's going to be like a crypto and NFT. So what is your call on that?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, AI will keep on evolving. Things, I mean, lot of research, I mean, ongoing research would lead to a better tech stack. But specifically in various sensitive fields like, I mean, medical, pharma and all, there are lot of tasks wherein it is really hard for a human to do and which would take lot of months or days. The AI could really smartly, do that in minutes.
Like diagnose the issue.
Exactly. Say if someone has cancerous tissue in their body, that could be predicted in the pre-zero stage. Using AI.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So
that's very interesting.
image object on the detection, if all the features are not very good, that is a summation of all the the futuristic frameworks wherein that the cancer could be pre-detected in pre-zero stage, at that early stage, and which is true. And also in lot of other, I mean, medical streams, it is doing a great job, wherein it takes, as doctors and as humans, it takes a lot of time, but it does that really good work to support doctors.
So actually, I got a very good clarity on all the verticals of AI, because I could learn something by myself, but there are so many differences there. Even audience could easily understand base level, I would believe. So maybe if we get a right questions from the audience, we can go for this episode 2 also. So thanks for your time, Ram.
Yeah, I mean, thanks a lot. And even, I mean, I also enjoyed this because every topic which we discussed, I feel it is essential for a layman to know in the current gen.
Right.
So I hope it is really helpful for
So hopefully we'll be having as episode 2 on the same topic. Maybe we can talk more technical about
Sure,
this.
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
I believe this episode would have given you right insights about AI and other technologies. In strategy, we are conducting a 2 days workshop on Gen AI, which is being held by NITNs and IITNs. You might be a college student or a working professional or a graduate, and someone who's very curious to learn about Gen AI, and this workshop is for you. In this workshop, you will be learning all the fundamentals in very, very basic level to advanced level. This workshop is completely free. We have only limited seats. All the details are given in the description. Kindly register.